January 2nd. It's about 5 in the morning Eastern time. I've got a major case of insomnia. But anyway, I hope everybody had a very happy New Year. Right now here in Central Virginia, it's very dark, chilly outside, and my wife is in the other room watching TV. She couldn't sleep either, so it was kind of weird. She had a 4-day weekend because she's a federal employee and has the day off, so it wasn't the normal get up and make coffee day. But yes, so I hope everybody had a good New Year. And I saw yesterday that the new mayor, the communist Islamist mayor of New York City, was sworn in on a Quran. Okay, that's his right to do that. That's his faith. I get it. He was sworn in by Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders administering the oath of office, where somebody swears to uphold and defend the Constitution, there's a lot of irony in that. And AOC was there with bells on, apparently introducing him and giving a speech of her own. So it was a big communist love fest. So now the question is, oh, by the way, AOC and Bernie Sanders are the closest things we have in the United States Congress to actual communists. I mean, I don't know of anybody in our government who's more of a neo-Marxist than either of them. But nevertheless, they had their fun. He's inaugurated. He's now saying he's going to overturn executive orders made by the former mayor, Eric Adams. I'm not really sure what that is all about. I don't know if he's trying to, eradicate his legacy or whatnot. That remains to be seen. But what's going to happen is he has overpromised and he's going to underdeliver, or he's going to deliver a lot of bad things. New York City is going to be run into the ground. It'll probably happen very quickly. Promising all this stuff that you're going to do, he's going to drive a lot of the very wealthy people out of the city, who provide the tax revenue he's going to need for all his programs. Anyway, what's going to happen is the city, the mayor, and the city council are going to end up driving straight up the Hudson River to Albany, to the state capitol, and they're going to demand a bailout because their numbers don't add up with what they want to do. You don't alleviate a housing shortage by artificially decreasing the supply and controlling prices. That doesn't work. You're going to end up with rationing. But any first-year economics student could tell you that. But what will happen is they're going to realize that well has run dry. The state's not going to have the money that the city wants to be bailed out. So then what will happen is you'll see Governor Kathy Hochul, Senators Chuck Schumer and Kristen Gillibrand, and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, and the other people in the U.S. Congress from New York are going to come down to Washington, D.C., and they're going to say, hey, the Big Apple is in trouble. We need a federal bailout. So they're going to come with their hat in their hand, demanding federal money, which comes from the rest of us, to bail out the city after their bad decisions. This isn't going to end well. It's just going to be yet another example of how communism doesn't work. But they'll never admit that it doesn't work. They'll always say, well, it was because of the Republicans in Congress, or it was because people living out, people tried to leave the city, or because we gave a tax cut to somebody or whatever. They never admit that their ideas are bad or that the system they propose is flawed. They'll never say that it was bad they'll just say, well, the wrong, we didn't have the right people in charge. We didn't have enough time. We didn't have enough money and whatnot. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. And I can't confirm it, but one of my friends on social media told me that Bruce Willis has died. Don't know if that's true or not. I know there was a hoax that went around a couple months ago that he had passed away. I know he's very ill, but that's such a shame. He's only 70, right? That's not really that old. We're losing a lot of people, a lot of movie stars, singers, television actors, and whatnot. It just seems like we lost a lot of people in 2025. So, anyway, if he did pass away, may he rest in peace. Well, happy Friday. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Make the best of it out there, folks. Peace out.